Beautiful. Welcome. I'm just going to briefly give you a little inspiration, context, and history, beauty of the alternate nostril breathing technique that I'm going to lead you through and really inspire you to utilize it as an essential tool in your wellness toolbox and make it your own. Like anything, I really think you can find a version of this practice that suits you and works in your existing routines. So, for example, this is something that you can do when you wake up in the morning. This is something you could do just before bed. This is something you could layer into before a meditative practice. This is something you can do anytime you have, a few moments, even if you do it 3 breaths. Some teachers recommend 9 sort of as your base, 9 rounds. I'll show you what a round is in a minute. But I think what's most important is that you do it more often than not, whatever that means for you. And if it's just 3 times, well, again, that's better than nothing. So to give you a little bit of the sort of more yogic background, it is just this beautiful practice that helps keep the mind calm, happy, and peaceful. The Sanskrit, we call it Nadi Shodhana Pranayama. Pranayama just means a breathing technique, and it's always been something really fundamental to my yoga practice, and something that I think carries over because it doesn't necessarily have to be anything, woo. At the same time, I wanted to share with you a couple of the things that are really beautiful about what the yogic literature describes this practice. So understanding that there's differences in energy in the 2 nostrils and how the left nostril is cooling, which is representative of the moon. Feminine energy is associated with cognitive senses such as taste, touch, smell, sight, and hearing, and the latent power of consciousness with refueling and replenishment. So it's feminine in character, it denotes inward, nurturing energy. And when the left nostril is overly dominant, it's the Ida or the Ida energy, and this may lead to chilliness, passivity, lack of assertiveness, and or depression. So it's a fun little exercise you can do with yourself, is just bringing more awareness throughout your day, just little, micro check-ins once in a while when it occurs to you. Which nostril is your dominant nostril? Which nostril are you mostly breathing in and out of? So conversely, the Pingala, or the right side, is energy and warming, like the sun. It's action, it's the masculine energy, and is associated with the active senses such as locomotion, manipulation, communication, elimination, and reproduction. With the dynamic aspect of consciousness, it is associated with growth, expansion, like I said, masculine energy, and denotes an outward moving force. When it is overly dominant, your right nostril energy may lead to fever, agitation, over assertiveness, and lack of concentration. So, with this beautiful analogy and visualization of oscillating perfectly between the sun and the moon, the male and the female, the masculine and the feminine, the active, the receptive, the rational and intuitive, contracting and relaxing, hot, cold, bending, unbending, or static and fluid. These kind of beautiful pairs of opposites are ways to help us think of this ebb and flow that we always want functioning in our bodies. So particularly when it comes to women and hormones, our cycles, it's so important to help our body balance itself. And this is such a powerful breathing technique. Really, there are a lot of powerful breathing techniques, but this is one that stayed with me over the last 15 years. It's come up here and again. And ultimately, it's just something I've had in my toolbox for so long. And it's, like anything, it's instinctive when you need to sort of dial it up. Or another way of introducing it into your lifestyle is to like make a promise to yourself you're going to try and do it every day for 7 days, like make a little challenge out of it just to see if you notice any difference. And then just, when it occurs to you, bring it into practice. So yeah, and I will show you how once it becomes a sort of more ingrained natural technique for you, you can go to an advanced version, which is just visually, like basically doing the cycling without covering the different sides of the nostril. So just following your breath and guiding it with your attention and awareness. And that type of practice, of course, you can literally do anywhere, anytime. No one will know that you're doing it. So with this particular practice, we're going to find a comfortable seated position, and you can be cross-legged, you can be sitting on a chair, on the floor. You do want to have a little bit of awareness that the crown of your head is in line with your shoulders in line with your hips. That is to say, you're not leaning your head or your chest or your body forward, that you feel like in alignment. Your hands, there's a couple of things. So I usually rest my left hand, so because I'm right-handed. So your non-dominant hand is going to rest on your knee, just so you're at ease. And we're going to use the pointer finger and the thumb. You could also use your pinky finger and your thumb. You can just find like what works for you. But basically, you're going to alternate which nostril that you gently press shut to direct the breathing, the airflow. So we're going to start on the left side, which, if you remember, is the lunar or the feminine energy. And we're going to breathe in the left nostril while we plug the right. And then you can hold it for a second or immediately switch sides, and then you exhale out the air on the right side. Then you inhale on the same side, so right. Switch fingers or thumb and open now the left nostril again and exhale out. I'm going to describe it a couple more times like that in a clunky form, and then I'm going to cycle through 9 breaths with just the inhale and exhale direction, so that you can get ready to practice. So if you are listening to this, just find a comfortable seated position and then experiment with the hand position that's going to be most comfortable for you to be in for a couple minutes. As we inhale on the left side, plugging the right. Exhale, you're going to switch sides, plug the left, open the right, exhale out the right. Inhale the same side, so it's a cycle. Exhale, switch sides, open the left. Exhale left. So that is considered one round. Inhale left, exhale right, inhale right, exhale left. Okay. So you can do this with the amount of intensity that you like. I would suggest at first, you're just trying to get it done, or, follow the right direction. And there's a lot that's going on when you're just paying so much attention to your breath. It's really powerful, even just that as a practice. Over time, you can expand and elongate each breath so it's even deeper breathing. And there, it's really important that however much you're elongating the inhale, the exhale is equally weighted. So we don't want to be intensely inhaling and hardly exhaling, or vice versa. So let's get started. Take a moment to find a comfortable seated position, and just make sure that you're going to be not disturbed for probably take 2, maximum 3 minutes to do this beautiful practice. So this is so incredible for balancing the energies of the body, our hormones. It's calming to the system. It automatically shifts you into the parasympathetic. So you're just cueing your central nervous system to relax. So let's begin. Left head, inhale. Right exhale. Inhale right. Exhale left. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale right. Exhale left. Third round. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale right. Exhale left. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale right. Exhale left. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale right. Exhale left. Sixth round. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale right. Exhale left. Inhale right. Inhale left, exhale right. Inhale right. Exhale left. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale right. Exhale left. Just take a moment. Breathe naturally. Just notice how you feel, your energy. Beautiful. That's a wrap. Feel free to practice on your own accord. When I was counting using my left resting hand, I would just cycle through and then open for 5, 6, 7, 8. So I hope that was informative. I hope that's something you might be inspired to do on your own. And yeah, I'd love to hear about your experience. If you have any questions, I'm always available. And yeah, I'm wishing you all the best.